In this video, let us discuss the assignment problem and how we can solve the assignment problem using branch and bound. Before going for the assignment problem, let us recapitulate branch and bound again. So the idea of backtracking is to cut off the state space tree branch. When we deduce that, we cannot get the solution if we go in that way further. So this idea can be still strengthened further by providing some lower bound for the objective function if it is an optimization problem. So in case of minimization problem, a lesser value. In case of maximization problem, a larger value. If we are able to provide this lower bound, then we can still strengthen the idea of backtracking. That is what is branch and bound. So here, some more things to be added to the backtracking to get the branch and bound. That is, one thing is a bounding value. A bounding value. How we can get this bounding value is just by common sense. We can have a function which will find the bounding function, okay, which will be the best value. In case of minimization problem, it should be least, and in case of maximization problem, it should be very large value. Okay, if we bound like this, then we can get the better values. So in construction of state space tree, if we are able to provide this bonding value, then the value which is nearer to this one will be a promising node. Otherwise, it will be a non-promising node. Okay. So with this background, let us try to solve this assignment problem. Assignment problem is there are n number of jobs and there are n number of people to do that jobs. And each people will cost different values for different jobs. So we have to assign the jobs to n people such that the cost will be least. That is, we have to assign the jobs to the people with the lesser values. Okay. So say for example, this problem can be represented with a cost matrix. Say here there are 4 jobs, and say for job 1, person A will take 9, person B will take the values 6. Say if it is in terms of rupees, say it is 9 rupees. For B, for doing the same job, he will take 6 rupees. For C will take 5 rupees to do job 1, and person D will take 7 rupees. If this is the problem, then we have to assign the jobs to these 4 people such that the total cost will be less. That is what is the problem. So to solve this using branch and bound, we need to construct the state space tree. That is the first thing. Second thing is we need to find the lower bound. How we can find the lower bound here? Say if we take the least cost from each row. That is, ultimately the problem is we have to select one value from each row such that no 2 values will come in the same column. That is what the problem is. So if we take least values from each row, then we will definitely get lower bound. There may be some other ways of getting the lower bound. We will select that way. That is, say in the first row 2 is the least value. In the second row 3 is the least value. In the third row 1 is the least value. In the fourth row 4 is the least value. What is the total of this? 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. Definitely the optimal solution, what we are going to get, that cannot be less than this value. And of course, this cannot be the solution because see that these 2 are coming from the same column. These 2 are coming, 3 and 1 are coming from the same column. Definitely it cannot be the solution because that violates the constraint. Constraint is we cannot take the 2 values from the same column. It means that we cannot assign the same job to 2%. So we cannot take like this. But still we can consider this as a lower bound because the total cost of the jobs, the least cost cannot be less than this one. Okay, so we can take this as the lower bound. Say once we find the lower bound, okay, so we can start constructing the state space tree such that we cannot go below this. Okay, we will see how we can construct. Say at the root level, 0th level, let us start. We have not assigned any job to any people now. Just we have calculated the lower bound. So lower bound will be 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 4, that is equal to 10. That is the lower bound. So the difference between backtracking and branch and bound, what we had discussed in the previous video is, we are going to construct the state space tree in breadth first search way. Breadth first search way. We are not going for in depth. Okay, once we find it, the some node is the most promising node. Then for that we are going to find all the other possible ways of getting the solution. So if we find this is promising and it is also live node, okay, we will go for assigning 4 different jobs to person A. That is our first choice. So if we assign job 1 to A, or we have assigned the person A to job 1, if this is the case, then lower bound we can calculate like this. That is line. We have assigned the first job to A, that is 9. The value of that job is 9. Then we have to take the next least value to person B, that is 3, and for person C, we cannot take this value. We cannot take this value. We have to go for some other value, which is the next least, that is 5. So that is already assigned. So we will have to go for some other value. Say it is 8. This the fourth job 2 is assigned to person C. Then job 4 can be assigned to person D. So this cost is 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 8 is 20, 20 plus 4 is 24. Now we are assigning job 2 to person A. So the lower bound will be, say this is 2 plus 3, job 2 to the person A. The person B can get this job 3 because that is the least. Then we can assign job 1 to person C. That is the 5 is the next to this one. So this 5 plus, in this row the least value is 4 and that job is not yet assigned to any person. So it is 4. So this will be 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. Then job 3 to person A. Lower bound will be 7 plus, say we cannot assign this job 3 to person B now because person A already got the job 3. So we have to go for some other value, that is, say it is 4. It is job 2. Okay, job 2 we have assigned to person B now. Then job 1 can be assigned to person C, and the remaining job is job 4, that is 4 to person B. This is 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 4 is 20. Then for person D, job 4 is, if it is assigned to person A, then lower bound will be 8. The job 4 value for person A is 8 plus job 3 can be assigned to person B. Job 1 is assigned to person A. How it is selected? Seeing the least value which is not already allotted. So this job 3 is allotted, so we cannot take this one. So the next least is 5. and job 4 is assigned to person A, so we cannot take this value. We have to go for some other value. Next list is 6. 5 plus 6. So this is 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 5 is 16 plus 6 is 22. This is how we can take. See that this is 24, this is 14, this is 20, and this is 22. So out of these, which is the least one? This is the least one. So we can think that this is the most promising node, and we can go further expanding this. That is, job 2 is assigned to person A. Now we can think of assigning some other. This is fixed. Job 2 is fixed. Now we can think of assigning the next person job, that is, say if job 2 is over, job 1 is leave, job 1, job 2 and job 4 are available for us. Job 1 if we assign to person B, what will be the cost? The job 1 cost is 6 for person B, it is 6. And job 2 is already assigned to person A. The cost is 2, and we have left with 2 more jobs. Job 1 is assigned, job 2 is assigned, and job 3 and job 4. Job 3 can be assigned to person C, and job 4 can be assigned to person D. So what is the total cost here? 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13. Okay, this is node 3, this is node 4, this is node 5. Next, we can assign job 2 is already there, already assigned to person A, so we can think of assigning job 3 to person B. If we assign job 3 to person B, what will be the lower or what will be the cost of it? So job 2 is already assigned, job job 2 is assigned to person A. Next, job 3 should be assigned to person B. And the remaining jobs are job 1 and job 4. So we can assign this job to person C, that is 5, and job 4 to person D. If it is the case, then 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 5 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. 14 is the value we are getting. So the remaining job for B is job 4. If we assign job 4 to person B, what will be the cost? So the lower bound will be job, person A has already taken job 2 from this node. Okay, now we are assigning fourth job to person B. Fourth job to person B, the cost of that is 7. So we have left with job 3 and job 1. Job 1 and job 3. So job 1 can be assigned to person C, that is cost is 5, and job 1 is assigned, and we have left with job 3, which if we assign that to person D, the cost is 9. So this is equal to 7 plus 2 is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18 plus 5 is 23. See that we have got 13, 14 and 23 out of these, this is most promising. This is most promising because it is giving us the least cost. So job A has got the job 2 and B has got the job 1. So we have to assign job C and job D. So job 2 the person C and job to person D. So what are the remaining jobs? Either we can assign third job to person C and fourth job to person D, and fourth job to person C and third job to person D. These are the only possibilities we are having. So we will expand this in one stretch. So this is assign C with the third job and D with the fourth job. If this is the case, what will be the lower bound? Lower bound will be job, person A has taken job number 2 and person B has taken job number 1, and we are assigning third job to person C, that is the cost is 1, and fourth job to person D, that cost is 4. So which will give us 4 plus 1 is 5, 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 plus 2 is 13. So other possibility is assign the fourth job to C, person C, assign the third job to person D. So lower bound will be 2 plus 6 job A, person A, person B, person C is getting job 4, the cost is 8, and person D is getting job 3, the cost is 9. So this will be equal to, say, 6 plus 2 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16 plus 9 is 25. See that this is too high and still we are getting 13, which is the least cost. See that compared to this one, all the, see this is not promising, because compare this with the value what we are getting. So this has become dead now, it is not live. This value is 20, again it will become dead. This is 22, it has become dead, because we have assigned A, B, C, D also, but we have got 13. We are not getting this value anywhere. So this also we can consider dead. This is also we can consider dead. This also we can consider dead, and this is the solution. We cannot go further because this is the best value we have got, and it is very near to our lower bound. So the solution for this problem at this instance is 13. That is, we have assigned second job to person A. To person B, we have assigned job 1. We have assigned job 3 to person C. We have assigned job 4 to person D. So what is the cost of this? 2. And job 1 cost for person B is 6. Job 3 cost for person C is 1. Job 4 cost for person D is 4. What is the total? 6 plus 2, that is 8, 9, 13. So this is the total cost of the jobs assigned to the person A, B, C, D. So this is how we can solve the assignment problem using branch and bound. See that this process is comparatively tedious, and we are having one more method of solving assignment problem, that is Hungarian method, which the efficiency is more higher than this one. So you can consider this solving assignment problem using branch and bound as just a theoretical importance. You cannot apply this because we are having better method than this, which is Hungarian method, which is beyond the scope of our syllabus what we are discussing. If you are interested, you can go through Hungarian method. Thank you.